Bring us in.
We are live.
Blip, 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 blip.
That's the worst sound effects I've ever heard.
Gonna do the. Oh, Jamie, now you're on my sound effects, dude.
You just need to work on the vocals altogether, Shawn.
No accents, no sound effects, no dance hall. Come down, selecta. No,
I might excuse that.
no reggaeton.
No reggaeton.
Did you notice? You guys notice how I said that? Reggaeton, no reggaeton, man.
I like that.
Don't do it. Oh, shit.
Welcome to Inkpulp
Guys.
Live, where we don't just give you bad sound effects and bad dialect. We give you good art.
Hell yeah! We have
What's
so
up,
much.
Jim?
We have so
What's
much
up, Jamie?
to
Yeah, we
do
have a
tonight.
lot. Yeah, tonight I'm excited.
I'm stoked about Karl Kerschl being here. We're gonna draw.
Very much.
We're gonna show off some cool shit. Shawn, we did want to give a shout out to a buddy of ours who unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
It's weird to start the show on a downer. It'll all be up from here, but we gotta give a shout out to our boy.
I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate here. So, Dan, and I apologize if I murder your last name, Dan. Dan Tancredi was an art collector who Jim and I got to know. He was very much into hip hop and independent art and eclectic styles, and had all these sketchbooks where he had different themes. And he was just one of those collector guys that you enjoyed seeing and enjoyed talking to, and it felt more like a friend than someone just trying to buy your art and make money off of it. And last year, I think it was, he was diagnosed with cancer and was fighting it. And I thought things were going well. We were talking, and then I didn't hear from him. And I just heard he passed away recently. So I think in honor of Dan, I think he would love the fact that we're talking about him on this show, because I know he loved everything Jim and I do and was a big fan of the shows we were doing. So what I want to do to celebrate Dan tonight is, Dan was not an artist, but towards the end of his life there, he started to just draw for fun because of part of it was because he watched Jim and I on the show, and then part of it was the sketchbooks he collected, and he just wanted to mess around. So he'd always show me what he was doing. So I want to show some of Dan's drawings. Jamie's got those up and ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. So this is one of Dan's drawings. He had a sketchbook just for him. Scroll through these, Jamie. And he would just, he would show me and we'd talk about it. And I always saw progress. But the thing was, he just enjoyed this. It was just a nice little outlet for him. I thought this portrait came out nice.
Dude, this is awesome. That's great.
Yeah, I know. And so in honor of Dan, I wanted to show that. And also we have the when he was diagnosed, a lot of the comic art fans community got together and secretly put together a sketchbook of his favorite artists, because Dan was about to start a Sandman sketchbook. So they secretly did this and brought it to him in the hospital. And I was the first person to kick it off, and then I gave it to Jim and so on. So we want to show some images from that sketchbook. So this is page 1. This was my dreams. And here I was just having fun messing with that hair.
Nice.
And keep scrolling, Jamie. And here's Jimmy Boy. Rocking and rolling with Death, a dope Death. And this one, I don't know who this artist is. I just thought this was a really cool looking piece. It was kind of like he was kind of doing what I was doing, but doing it much better than I was.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
what's the really I don't recognize.
It's out of focus. I don't know who did it, but that's a beautiful, beautiful drawing. And when it's hard to see on the screen, but in the face is all this beautiful hatchwork.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and another buddy of ours. Got a dope piece here. And then next, this was just a dope piece I put in there too. I thought this is Wayshack. Just
shit.
Out.
Yeah. Okay, dope.
This is Wayshack rocking out on that jack-o'-lantern. And then Sanford.
Dope, beautiful.
Yes, sir.
And that's all the ones we have.
So just in honor of Dan, you had an impact on me, definitely, and you are definitely missed.
Yeah, man. We just wanted to show some love. I will miss seeing him at conventions. I saw him every year for sure in New York, and then if I ever did Heroes Con, and I don't really do commissions at shows anymore. I just stand and talk to people. But Dan was the only guy that in New York, he would bring me like his deluxe, really beautiful sketchbook and just give it to me and be like, dude, whatever money you want, I don't care. Just take it.
Yeah, that's the
in the morning when you're drinking your coffee. Give it to me on Sunday. I don't care what you do. Like, just splatter some ink on the page. I don't care. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah,
but he was the only person that I would do that for, because
same here.
He wasn't like a fan boy. He was just a friend. And
agreed.
So yeah, it sucked. He gone way too young, man. Too soon. So
yeah, definitely agreed. So shout out to Dan.
Yes.
All right, Jim, let's move forward into the
just quickly before we do move forward. By the way, we got a couple of comments that piece we couldn't identify was
Mike McCone.
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, oh, yeah, Khosra. Yeah,
Khosra.
Dan was the best. He was. Yeah. He really, I always saw him in Dragon Con, and last year was the first year it didn't, because he wasn't quite had the energy to come back, and I was hoping this year I'd see him, but
yeah.
But yeah, Khosra Dan was the best.
Yeah. Shout out, respect to Dan. Even if you didn't know him, he was one of us.
Yeah, he was.
For
sure.
For
sure. All right.
Do you want to
go ahead? I don't have anything. I don't have it. That was it. That was all I had this week.
Okay.
That's all you.
You put me on the spot here. Jamie, can we start by showing the visuals first, and then we'll show the pre-launch page? So can we show my new pages I sent you? Arachnid Enforcer is the book that I'm working on right now, guys. So some finished pages. I'm rocking the spot orange, black and white with gray tone on my new creator-owned book that I'm kickstarting. We launch October 1st. This is our cast of characters. We got Gangster Boogie, Arachnid Enforcer, the Illusionist is the bad guy, and the sexy orange-haired girl is Melody Jade, aka MJ, evil psycho witch girl that Arachnid, of course, falls in love with. This is the this page is a lead up to the sex magic scene. Yeah, some of the panels, dude, some of the panels I'm just doing hand lettered. So the one where he's like, hell yeah, let's go, and he's ripping his shirt off, I'm like, I'm just gonna hand letter some of the shit. The rest of it's digital lettering, but some of the moments are so good that it's my book. I can do whatever I want. So I'm just throwing in hand lettering. So
Khosra said he thinks he dated her.
Oh, bro. Yeah, we've all fallen for that hot psycho goth girl like that.
The witchy broads. You gotta watch out for the witchy broads.
And then I showed this last time, but this is the color version of the sex magic ritual that transports them into the land of the dead.
Hey, Dino's in the house. Dean has
Dino.
They are, Dean. You're right. He says the bootleg comics are the future of comics. Hell yeah.
West Coast Dave is here. Kova is here. Shout out to everybody for joining us. Amato. And then I think I had one more after this. And then this is the finished. I showed this last time too, but this is the finished.
Dude, inked, I see some Ditko creeping in.
Oh,
here.
Ditko for sure. I'm blatantly
awesome.
like
so good. So good.
That's so good.
So yeah, man, I'm having a blast with this project, you guys. I think you're gonna really dig it when the book is done. And then, man, I had some new fan art.
Oh shit! I want to see this.
Oh shit! I need
to.
Sorry, let me grab my file real quick. I need to shout out the artists. My bad.
Oh, dude. It's amazing what you've built, Jim. You've got people sending you fan art before the book is even in existence. It's incredible.
I love it.
That's the power. That's the power of Jim Mahfood.
So this is dsticks_art on Instagram. Super dope piece. Love the composition. I had to show this again
Oh,
because
dude,
it's so dope.
so
we
good.
showed it last time, but I wanted to put it in the official
Oh my
fan
God,
art,
so
homie
good.
art folder.
Yeah.
And this, of course, is Eric Canetti, our homeboy. But I just
So
wanted
good.
an excuse to show this off again. So super dope. Thank you, Eric.
Eric's so fucking good. Damn, that's awesome.
Followed by Sam Braham 82 on Instagram.
That's awesome. What a great name. That's a dope piece.
Super dope. I love
how he's throwing up the horns.
The cartooniness, man.
Yeah,
Really great.
dopeness.
Our homegirl,
Oh,
Lauren
damn.
Marshall,
Lauren,
so good.
what the hell?
the one and only.
Lauren brings the heat every time.
Look at that, man. It's
dude,
this is another thing where people draw my character, but I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of doing the fishnet stockings tucked into the big boots on MJ? That's so great and sexy. And the orange tread on her boots, like that little detail.
Nice touch.
Lauren's the shit. This is
Lauren's
great.
a pro. Lauren's a pro. If you guys aren't watching Lauren's new show she's doing, just get on that. Show her some love. She's doing great stuff.
Oh yeah, Lauren Marshall on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then showed this last time, but this is the full color Web Ultra ALTRA on Instagram. Great mood with the crazy, like almost blood splattered design.
Yeah, totally.
Behind him. Love it. I love the creepiness and the mood of this one.
Yeah,
really great.
So good.
This is awesome. So good.
So sweet. And then guys, you all probably know, but I just want to hype it up again. Just Jamie, if you don't mind showing it, but the actual page. I updated this week with like new finished full color pages, guys. So if you don't mind, sign up for the pre-launch. Let everyone that you know.
Yeah, dude, you're about to hit 600. I mean, let's do it right now. Can we get it to 600? Just hit that notify on launch button.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's literally one more.
Yeah, like, come on, somebody who hasn't hit it. Let's get on that. Oh, dude, there's Gangsta Boogie, my boy.
Gangsta Boogie. Yeah,
my boy.
The breakout star of the book.
So good, so good. Zoe LaDonna in the house.
And this is Gangster Boogie's Aunt Mabel. So Arachnid Enforcer fucks up bad guys for money. Gangster Boogie's his manager, and then they help take care of Aunt Mabel. So I have a switcheroo on the Spidey Aunt May relationships going on here. So but yeah, guys, I am working my ass off on this.
Yeah,
I'm also having like the time of my life making the book. It's really fun.
It looks it. This is definitely this is your best work to date. And I said that about Savage Street Vigilante, and I'll say it again because you're leveling up even more here.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude.
It's so incredible. Good. Yeah, it really is incredible. So, all right, 601. Somebody said we're at 601. Hit refresh on that page there, Jamie. Let's see if we
603.
603.
603. That's what's up. Inkpulp, you all rule. Inkpulp community represents.
There we go.
All right.
Awesome, man. And then Jamie, let's hype the
guys, we don't talk about this enough, but we do have a Patreon. And it's doing well, but I just don't think everyone knows about it. So I want to take time to talk about it. So the Inkpulp Patreon, every podcast, not live show, podcast we record 90 minutes of it. And we release the first 60 minutes of it for the public. So there's 30 minutes, like the Kirkman episode, that you only get to hear if you're a Patreon member. Also, we release our podcast on Monday. The Patreon gets early access on the Friday before that Monday. So you get the full 90 minutes 2 days before the public gets the first 60 minutes. And the feedback we're getting on it is people love this Patreon. It's just $5 a month, and you get 4 of those a month.
Hell yeah. I mean,
So-
$5 a month. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing.
You can't even buy a cup of coffee now, Shawn, for $5. Like, you can't.
No,
even...
and you're basically like, in terms of time, you're getting 2 episodes of the Inkpulp podcast that the public doesn't get to see every month, as well as early access. It's the bomb. So come on, support Inkpulp. Get on the Patreon. Yeah, I would say
it.
Yeah, do it.
Links
Jimmy, could I get
for all of those? And I was going to put this up for you, Jim.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Guys, Tucson Comic-Con this weekend, Cruise by Presidio Comics booth. That's a comic shop in Tucson. They're sponsoring me. I'll be there with Alexis Zirit, Jesse Hernandez, aka Urban Aztec, and Kevin Eastman will be joining us on Saturday and Sunday. So we got a good all-star lineup of the 4 of us all kicking it. I'm there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And also, Jamie, could I get full camera on my table? I'll have prints of my Iron Man cover I did for Marvel, prints for the Heavy Metal cover I just did for Heavy Metal Magazine issue 2. And I've also got comps of Big Rig issue 1 variant cover, Big Rig issue 2 foil, you guys. Foil.
Oh, damn.
Look at this thing. You can snort drugs off of this, Shawn. You can chop up drugs.
I'm down. Let's party. Let's party with the Big Rig comic.
So there we go. And if you're not at the con, you can just buy all this shit on my website right now. So there you go.
Jamie, I just sent you an image. When you get a chance, if you could pop it. I didn't. I've been really bad about this, but I need to be better about it.
You did also want to show a video, Shawn. I've got that loaded if you want to show it.
Oh, yeah, guys. Yeah, Jamie put together a great social media reel for me. It was his idea for me to do this, and I tried my best. So let's check it out. What's up, Eric? Here's a day in my life as an artist. Today's a day where I'll be tattooing. I'm not off to a great start, though. I forgot to charge my camera and didn't capture the 5 a.m. wake up or morning workout. Bear with me. Once back from the gym, I make my lunch and dinner for the day. I won't be home until nighttime. A little hand massage to get my old hands ready for a day of work. I hop in Wanda, my MX-5, and I'm off. First stop, Studio Inkpulp. I had to turn in my poster for the Wu-Tang Clan's final chamber tour. Next stop, the tattoo shop, the Black Marker. Our new iron Sharpie door handle is a piece of art. I set up my station for my client. Today's a special tattoo. Print out the stencil. Next up is a private counsel session with my mentor, Eddie Stacy. My client, Cecilia, arrives and fills out the paperwork. Next, I place the stencil on her back. And now, let the tattoo session begin. A few hours later, we have a finished tattoo entirely designed and executed by me. Cheers, cortado time. Throw down a quick lunch like a gremlin, and my camera dies again, and I charge it while I head home, eat dinner, and collapse. Gotta do it all again tomorrow.
What, you're eating like an animal in the corner of your studio?
I was just trying to make it funny. I was trying to make it funny and entertaining.
That's amazing.
Jamie, you nailed the SpongeBob thing. That was so awesome.
I tried.
A few hours later. That was great.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that was great.
Holy shit.
Thank you, Jamie. That was so dope.
And this was the image that you sent?
Yeah, so guys, I'm going to be at Dragon Con this weekend. So come on by. I'll be with, if you guys remember, our homie Eric Talbot, who was on Inkpulp Live, will be next to me. I'll be sitting with Essential Sequential to the other side of me. And then Eric's going to guest spot at the tattoo shop, the Black Marker, where I tattoo after the show's over. And it's going to be a dope little weekend.
Eric Talbot. We love him.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
definitely.
awesome.
I can't wait to be next to him all weekend and watch him draw.
Hell yeah.
All right, Jim, it's time.
Let's
Today,
do it.
we've got a really special guest, a good friend. Karl is like a brother in arms. With Karl and Andy with Lethal Comics are like kind of like leading the way. We've learned a lot from them. They've learned a lot from us, and we're all just kind of making our independent ways through. Now, Karl has an awesome book, which we'll talk about, but let's bring in Karl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Welcome, Karl.
Hello.
Karl.
What's up,
What's up, buddy?
Karl?
Hand massages, Shawn. Come on.
Dude, I was making some content there, Karl. I was just trying to make it like, fun to watch.
It was fun. I watched that earlier before you aired it today. I dug it.
Awesome.
I was just wondering, are you shooting all that stuff and editing it yourself and then doing?
No, Jamie's editing it. I'm shooting it.
Okay.
But
okay.
Jamie's our magic man. So I've got a thing set up with Jamie where he does one of my social media reels a week. And I film the footage. I kind of write the script. And we also will powwow on ideas on what I should do. And that was Jamie's idea. So
it's a good one.
To try. Yeah.
The stuff you guys are doing is really like the production quality is really nice. Like everything looks lush and beautifully photographed. Like who like Ramon's doing great stuff too. Like
dude.
I think he also hired somebody.
Yeah.
And
they have a social media team. Yeah.
I saw he came up to Montreal a few weeks ago and we hung out and I was like, dude, like who's doing your videos? Because they look amazing. They look like just like I don't know what kind of gear they're using. The lighting's great. Everything is really, really pretty.
Yeah, I'm using for most of my social media work, I'm using this, which is a Sony ZV-1. It's
nice.
Not a cheap camera, but it's built for social media use. And it captures beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Dude, that's
anyway,
awesome.
Yeah. Nice to see you guys again.
Good to see you, dude. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we're going to be drawing Death Transit tonight. Eric just said, Karl, I just read Death Transit Tanager #1. Dude, it's so damn good.
Oh,
I agree. Yeah.
Oh,
Mr.
thanks,
Kennedy.
Eric. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I just since you're here, I just received my last two Arcathina books. I ordered.
Did you read the first 4?
I read the first 2 and then kind of got
sidetracked.
But I think I sent Eric a message when I read the first 2. I fucking loved them. I thought they were
they're
you know what I loved that and I think I even said this, like they feel like, when like in 1991 or wherever, when Youngblood was announced and it was pitched as like these sort of celebrity superheroes and you had this image in your head of what it was going to be, and then I got it and I was like, oh, this is not exactly what I thought. Like Arcathina felt to me like that energy, like what I wanted from that line of image books.
Right. Yeah, that was funny.
90s,
when
like fucking like just creativity out the ass, like just awesome characters and cool names and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was
that was the funniest thing about Image starting, is that those guys were all doing interviews and talking about their books and how these grandiose stories and stuff, and then you bought the books and they weren't those stories at all. They were just really like
I was
the dumbest,
of that.
the dumbest shit. But it was just like, this is not what Wizard Magazine said the book was going to be.
You know what though? Despite all that, like I was still a huge Image mark. Like I still left such an impression on me, on my like 16-year-old self or whatever I was, that I honestly think like my attitude toward comics and my career and the whole industry changed at that moment, and everything I've done or tried to do since then was sort of like forged in that
dude
birth.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, man.
I agree 100%. I'm the same exact way. I feel like, I wanted to do creator-owned comics, and I was like, all right, those guys built a name for themselves at Marvel and DC, and then they just broke off, and I was like, all right, so I got to do that. And then I spent too long trying to build a name for myself at Marvel and DC, and then everything changed and you were able to do your own books. So I had to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree that stuff had a big impact on me.
I'm super distracted and excited to see what you guys are drawing. So I'm gonna because I get real excited when people draw my characters. In
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
I'm going to have to buy all this stuff off you because I bought Mateo's cover that he did for me, and I bought the Jay Lee one because I can't not have the originals of those things. So I want to watch all this, but I'm gonna just I'm on a crappy camera setup here. I'm just gonna point my camera at my desk and I'm gonna ink along here with some stuff I'm doing.
Yeah, do you think, Karl? I will gladly give you this. You don't got to buy it.
I'm
Yeah, man.
happy to pay for it.
Well, I appreciate that. If you have a sketch lying around, I'll take that.
I'll trade.
I'm
Yeah,
happy to
for
trade
sure.
stuff. Let me just.
Yeah,
I
I
got
would
some
much
bad
rather
shadows
trade.
here.
I didn't
but
see I didn't see the cover Mateo did for you, but I did see the cover Jay Lee did, and it's ridiculous. It's so good.
Oh, maybe I have it here. I've got one under my desk. I don't remember. I think this is the Mateo one that I bought from him, and I don't even know if I opened it. It was a right here.
I remember that one. That was like an Akira homage, right?
Yeah. He sent me like it's one of those things that I guess I don't get to talk to anybody about really, but like outside of Andy, but like Mateo sent me like 4 sketches and they were all amazing. And my favorite one is not the one I asked him to do ultimately, because like you find yourself in a position where you have to make like publishing decisions. Like which one of these things is gonna sell? Like I kind of, part of me doesn't care. Like I just want him to do the coolest one, but like I kind of had to go with this one because I knew more people would dig it.
Yeah, it's like how do you whatever you're going to get from him is going to be super dope either way. So that's a good problem to have.
No losing.
Totally.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Death Transit because Karl, I like reading it. I was blown away. It's such an original and unique like comic. It combines things I've never really seen combined. It's this like mecha anime world, but it's also like realm of like the dead and horror, and that combination just blew me away.
Yeah. Thanks. It was like none of it really planned. It was a lot of it kind of was like a story I had in mind about like a very like a ghost story I'd been kind of putting around in my head for a while. And originally it was a story about this woman in space kind of going on this mission and talking to her dad the whole time, and it turned out that her dad was a ghost. And then when I sat down to actually write it, I changed it so it wasn't her dad anymore. I just kind of expanded it into like a profession, like
nice.
like like this woman is just like, it's just her job to figure out dead people's problems. And I think it's partly because I just really like ghost stories, and I like somber and quiet stuff. Even though there's a bunch of action, it's really kind of just an excuse to do sort of like done ghost stories in space.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's great.
And I mean, Karl, I've told you this a million times.
So Eric's also asking, what's the plan and white? Yeah, it was totally black and white, just because I had I had lived in Japan for a year, and I was going to the 7-Eleven down the street from our house and buying Shonen Jump every week, which was super inspiring because there was so much great shit coming out. And and it just made me want to fool around with black and white tone stuff. And so I started doing that. I actually started doing the story in the pandemic because I was working on Isola before that, our image book. So
that was a gorgeous book.
I was doing, and we finished.
Oh damn! Did we lose Karl?
Yeah, I think his connection's a bit spotty. His video was going out as well.
Ah, shit.
Karl, if you can hear us, just like come back, refresh everything, and come on back. But I guys out there, I can't recommend this book enough. Like between this and like we were just talking about Arcathena and Jim's book, like what's going on in the independent comic world right now is fucking incredible. It's some of the best comics coming out, and they're fully independent.
Oh yeah, man.
It's
I mean,
such a
everybody's
cool thing.
everybody's just unhinged to do their own stuff. It's the best.
Yeah. I think we all got into this wanting to do it. You couldn't really do it, and now everyone's like, "Oh shit, we can just do it."
Yeah. I mean, it's before the show started, I was talking to Karl though, but it is like, well, yeah, but you know, obviously you're handling literally everything. You know, you gotta make the
That's a
book,
lot.
the deadlines, the Kickstarter. Karl, you back?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I got kicked off.
Oh, you're good.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
You were talking about the black and white stuff.
Oh yeah, just that I was I don't know how much of it you heard, but I was just inspired by all the manga I was reading in Japan.
Yes.
And just I started drawing the thing when all the printing stopped in the middle of the pandemic, and I had no real intention to publish this. I just kind of cranked up this 20-page story and enjoyed it, and so I just wanted to kind of keep going and doing more.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then
And now,
so
yeah,
you've
as you're
done-
saying, it's become like, well, it's become like a whole business, right? Not Death Transit per se, but like just self-publishing
Yeah.
and crowdfunding. It's just like all I do now, outside of like the odd variant cover, you know.
Right. Yeah, it'll definitely keep you busy. I mean, that's
Oh man,
sure.
yeah, for sure. Like I feel like I don't have time to. I feel like I was saying before to Jim, like I feel like I'm just always underwater. You know, like I'm just always trying to dig myself out of some kind of overwhelming amount of work that I've just put upon myself. Like, you know, like no one's twisting my arm to make.
Yeah,
making
I
stuff,
am
but,
very
like,
much
when-
in tune with that. Oh no, did we lose him again?
No, I'm still here. Can you still hear me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Karl, do you think that ever just becomes normal, and you're like you stop like stressing over that? Like, do we adapt to that feeling?
I don't know. I think about like startup guys all the time. You know, every time you hear about like young entrepreneurs or startup guys, like they're constantly in this like 16-hour day work mode, just solving problems and trying to get things off the ground, trying to get things started up, I guess. And it's just like I think about that all the time when I'm trying to put this together, because with Lethal Comics, like Andy and I have just sort of thrown in together, and it's a point where it's I think it's big enough that we need help. You know, like
Yeah.
like our bottleneck now is that like it could grow significantly, but our bottleneck is just our time and energy, because like when you're running these Kickstarters and stuff, it just consumes so much of your life that you can't, like, all work on your own shit just stops.
Right.
2 months.
Now, are you wanting to build it to where you're publishing like a bunch of other people's books, or more focused on just you guys?
we want to build it to the point where we are publishing just like a very small roster of cool stuff. Because I feel like we know what we're doing now in terms of, you know, setting up these campaigns and dealing with the printer and dealing with shipping, though who knows with shipping now, everything is up in the air. But yeah, Andy and I both each have a book we're doing, and we also each have another story or two that we're kind of writing, that we're sort of constantly looking for artists for. And we have another thing that we're co-writing that we just talked to a guy about drawing. So so the problem really is just finding time to manage all this stuff, and also to, like, you know, we're finally like hiring people part-time to do things. Like,
I was just going to ask that. Like, do you eventually bring in employees? Do you eventually bring in?
Well, like the goal of Lethal is I think really just to operate kind of like Image, which is which is say that like it doesn't need to make any money. It needs to make enough money that we can pay some people to run these things. Like that's it. Like
Right.
we want to have, well, like Wes's book is a good example. Like when Wes did Thunderhead with us, and you know, we just ran the thing for him and got him off the ground, and like we don't own anything. Like that's just his book. And
Right.
and we help him with it for like enough money to pay our people, to are literally 2 people. Like we have one girl who's like helping run this Kickstarter and another guy who helps us ship.
Okay, cool.
So
Lethal is a physical studio, a physical space that you guys actually go into like every day, right? Is that's like your office job? You literally have a space, and you film your YouTube videos out of there. And
our
that's a whole other
space is
thing.
it's just our studio space that we shared with some video game guys in Montreal. And it's the space, well, we were just using it as studio space, which we still are, but now it's kind of more of a base of operations for like, you know, we've got like a shipping center and stuff like that. I like a lot of like stock rooms and stuff like that, places to shoot. Like we were, one of the guys there just sound baffled one of the back rooms so we could shoot videos and things in there, record music, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys like in your videos, you guys have that like really dope bar set up.
Yeah, because the studio was a bar. Like it actually was a biker bar.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's awesome.
It used to be a biker bar, and I think it got like bombed in the biker wars in Montreal.
Oh my
god! Because
biker wars.
Like, because like Sherbrooke, Quebec is like a huge Hell's Angels hub, and so Montreal was sort of this like site of this like a bunch of like biker wars, and this place was a biker hangout. And then after that, it was just, I guess someone took it over as a bar. Daniel Sawblade is here. I just saw him in the chat. Hey, dude. We're also working with Daniel on a Lethal Comic. He's doing his own thing that we're gonna kickstart too. It's
nice.
Cool. It's called
Sawblade 666. Yes, it's awesome.
Anyway, so this place was a bar, and so we just use that bar area to like we just spread comics all over it and talk about whatever it is whatever nerdy stuff we want to.
Yeah, dude,
talk about it.
I love the deep dive style videos because it's like you guys did an episode just about Kirby. You did one on Larry Hama.
Yeah. Oh man, the Hama one is like my favorite one, and it's like not, like no one cares. It's not doing doing the viewing numbers that I had hoped, and I think it's really
that was
cool.
really good. Yeah, I thought that was great.
That's surprising.
Like he just keeps coming up in like every episode you film, Larry.
But not intentionally. Just like
no. Yeah, just he's part of the history.
Yeah. That show is super fun to do because it's Andy and I kind of just again, like late pandemic, we just started trying to recollect comics that we either had before and lost or never completed the sets of. So we're just going to the comic store all the time and buying back issues. Like I got into comic collecting in a big way again in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I remember seeing you and Andy at Heroes were really like taking time to get away from your table and buy some old books.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say, guys, we got a $5 super chat from Brandon Paul. He said, just wanted to say, I love what you and Andy are doing with the Lethal YouTube channel, Karl. Love the show, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Awesome.
I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. We have like another 5 episodes in the can already that we just haven't launched yet.
It's at the new season.
The new season, yeah. Or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they're fun to do. It's just a fun I feel we didn't even scratch the surface of Kirby. Like it was just kind of our inaugural episode, and it made sense to talk about Kirby. But there's so much more I want to get into. Like I could do like whole episodes on each one of his books.
Yeah, Kirby could be like his own series, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
It's funny because man, years ago. I've always collected comics since I was a kid, but I've gone in ebbs and flows with what I buy and how much I collect. And then probably 8 or 9 years ago, a buddy of mine for my birthday bought me a really beautiful used copy of like New Gods issue 5, obviously by Kirby. And I was so blown away seeing it, like how good the artwork looked on newsprint and just the smell and the feel of the old comic, that really reignited me getting back into buying old comic books again. You know, I had a purge of my collection years ago in like 2005 that I totally regret. I got rid of some really good stuff, and I just didn't have the space for it at the time. And I don't know why I did that. It seemed like a fine idea at the time, but something I definitely regret. But since that time, man, just doing 50-cent bins and dollar bins, like I've rebought most of the shit that I got rid of. And now that I have a bigger space to live in, I'm in this bad habit of just like going deep diving sometimes when I travel and buying stacks of comic books, but I always look at them. I always enjoy them. They always inspire me. But just in the last 4 or 5 years, I've accumulated several boxes of back issue comics.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, Karl, what I'm trying to say is it's better than having a cocaine habit.
Yes. I tell my wife that all the time.
Your wife's like, what's with all these fucking comic books?
Like, I could be doing way worse shit.
Right, exactly.
I spend money on a bunch of comic books and like my motorcycle. That's like basically all I do.
Exactly. Oh shit, Andy is here. Andy Belanger in the house.
Andy, what up? Andy, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh
What's
shit.
happening tomorrow?
Dragon Con.
Dragon Con's tomorrow? I think Andy bailed on it.
Oh, he's not going
I
now?
don't think he's going now.
Oh, okay.
That's the last news I heard.
Oh shit.
Unless I could be wrong.
Oh wait, he says he's here. Are you in Atlanta now?
Oh,
He said,
Oh,
yeah,
you can't make it. Oh, okay. You'll be missed. You'll be missed.
Was he there? He was there last year when I was there.
Andy's there every year, yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe that's that time of year again already, man. Dragon Con, like what the
I
fuck?
know. That was just a year ago you were here, Jim.
Yeah, wow.
But Jim, that newsprint thing you're mentioning was a huge deal for me. I can't read, like, I have no interest in reading like Kirby stuff on glossy reprinted paper. I just like,
Exactly.
as great as it is, like it's just like night and day. Like I need to see it on the original news. Not only that, but also it's just such a beautiful relic or just like piece of history to be holding that thing that was on a newsstand.
Oh yeah, it's funny, man, because even reading it, so eventually I wound up buying the entire New God series as single issues, it's so fun reading them in that format. And the craziest shit about it is the letters pages.
Yes.
The fan audience is divided.
I know. This is something I'm
fucking
desperate to talk about this.
Where, dude, and Mark Evanier is responding to all the letters because he's Kirby's assistant at the time. And people are like, yeah, I don't know if this is Jack's strongest work. Like, I'm not sure if he's the storytelling is quite there. And it's like, dude, this is a fucking masterclass of the greatest comics ever made.
Yeah.
And there's some fanboy nerds that are like, yeah, I just don't get it. Like, I don't think this is Kirby's.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that on one of the Lethal shows, like when we actually get into the new. In fact, I'm sure I still will. But yeah, the letter columns are a huge reason to read that stuff because like you're seeing in real time, kind of. I guess I want to say Kirby reacting to readers, but I don't know how much reacting he actually did and how much he was just kind of, saying fuck it and doing whatever he wanted. But yeah, I couldn't believe how how divided people were. And in some ways, like I'd read some of the reviews and think like, well, they're not wrong. Like he's spending a lot of time on these morts in New York when really you just want to see like cosmic new gods.
Oh, stuff. Sure. Yeah.
But I love the evolution of it. Like I just like he kind of finds all that out, and like I think Mr. Miracle is the most successful of the bunch just because he hones in on what works about that world faster than he does in the New Gods, despite the fact that it's called New Gods.
Yeah, But I mean, we know the legacy of those comics, and it's just funny that
Yeah.
any comics reader would consider it to be some sort of like subpar work.
Yeah.
It's laughable, but
Yeah, it's my favorite Kirby stuff.
Oh, me too. And I was just thinking, like, is that because it's like, because a lot of New Gods it feels like kind of what he was doing on Thor, but just like Unchained.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's that like, if it's that it's better, or if it's like my mentality, because of like the kind of like fuck you DIY image era.
Yeah, I think it's more pure that way. It's like his unfiltered vision.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
always say, like,
funny-
I'll take imperfect auteur stuff over polished shit any day of the week. I
Right.
feel like give me the raw Kirby where he's like making mistakes or whatever and figuring things out or experimenting on the page.
Yeah, well said. It's funny because we're all doing our own work, our own creator, own shit, and trying to be troubadours of our own stuff. So of course, we're going to be creators that gravitate toward the Kirby unhinged stuff. Even though the Thor work, obviously gorgeous, beautiful, but Kirby, part of his deal with going to DC was like, well, I'm going to write, draw, and edit these books. So if you can give me that deal, I basically want to make my own shit without you bothering me, and we'll go from there, and I believe
But
DC
they still fucked with
did.
him.
I was gonna say, I believe they sort of honored that, but at the same time, then they replaced all those Superman heads with like Kurt Swan heads and stuff, and but I look at it, man, as the legacy of the finished work is it's untouchable.
Yeah. It's so inspiring. I look at it all the time. Actually, a lot of them are just kind of sit beside my bed.
Yeah. It's and then you guys did with preparing for my Arachnid Enforcer book, I've been reading all this different Spider-Man stuff, and you guys did your deep dive on the Todd father.
Yes.
And dude, I reread like all of his Spider-Man shit, especially his own, self-titled just Spider-Man that he was writing.
Yep.
And that's another hilarious one to go through because again, the letters columns are just they print straight up hate mail.
I know. I also love that he answered a lot of it, like he was doing editorials and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like I remember him taking shit for that as it was coming out, and like when I go back and reread it now, I kind of like, no, this is pretty cool. It's like,
dude, that book fucking rocked my world.
I know, but it got so much shit for
I know.
His like amateur writing at the time. But like the thing about it was like, first of all, like it's not like it was competing against high art. I don't think in terms of like Spider-Man stories, right? But also like oh shit, I can't remember what I was going to say about it. But just that like Todd would be the first guy to tell you that you didn't know what he was doing. Like,
completely.
He copped to being an amateur and like, saying like, yeah, I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go. So like, what do you want?
Yeah,
I think it was a neat experiment.
It's funny because when you reread it, especially the Torment series, it's so obvious that he's a horror fan, and it's so obvious that when Spawn starts, it's like, well, this is what this guy really wants to do. He wants to do this. Yeah. It's still a superhero with a cape, but it's fucking evil. There's like demonic shit. There's
that Hobgoblin arc.
There's like bad guys, child molesters, and it's like pretty dark shit that it was one step further than what he was doing with the Spidey stuff. But you're right, the Hobgoblin thing got
like the Hobgoblin like disfigures a kid.
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy shit. But I love it. I love all this stuff.
The 90s. I do too. Yeah.
I also loved like where a lot of that stuff fell apart, not just in the stories, like when they went to Image, but like the paper quality and coloring really changed how that stuff felt. Like as soon as like they started like over modeling figures and things like that in color. I really just like the flat colors on their earlier stuff.
Yeah. It's funny because there's a history in comics publishing of all the awkward new discoveries of like, I don't know. Well, we're all basically the same age, but you guys remember in the 80s when they introduced Baxter paper?
Yes, sure.
We had comics just on newsprint, and then I think DC introduced that really, really crisp white Baxter paper, and the work
I remember that.
doesn't
Holy
look
shit.
the work doesn't really look that good on the Baxter paper.
Right.
I find it weird even to look at like the artist editions of like Jim's stuff on Uncanny X-Men, because like it's these beautiful crisp scans of the original inks, but like I just like it better on the newsprint, you know, like I like when it bleeds a little bit,
right?
And you get like it just like it just like leaves more to interpretation, I think. Like I get that as an artist, you want all your lines to be seen, you slave over this stuff, but like there's something about the way newsprint bleeds those lines that makes it more appealing to, I think, more people, because you just pick out the stuff you like in it and ignore the other stuff. Like one's binary and one is not. You know, like one is digital and one is analog. I'll just always gravitate to the analog.
Yeah, I know that's a specific sensibility, but I get it.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta change my ink out. This ink is no good. I gotta get a better fresh batch. I'll be right back.
No problem. I remember you mentioning that on one of the shows, Karl, is the newsprint, the ink sort of the comfortableness of when it actually just settles into the paper is like a specific aesthetic thing. But you know, it's funny because like I'm always really overanalyzing what my work looks like in print, because I have the original art, I see the original, I see it on my computer monitor. So printing now is so good, you're basically getting exactly what you're sending in, what you're laying down. But there are times where, you know, I'll look back at old stuff I've done where there's something comfortable about the more primitive printing. You know, I recently saw my black and white Clerks book I did in 1998, and it's just black ink on newsprint from Oni Press. And there's something very warm and charming about it.
Did you like at the time though? What did you think of it?
At the time, I thought it was fine, and then I went through a phase where I was like, "You want the most high quality deluxe paper. You want this. You want that." And then now, where I'm at with my taste, I'm like, "No, it looks fine. It's awesome."
Yeah, I guess as an artist, you go through this like quest to you know, like just achieve the best reproduction of your work, but yeah, there's something about the imperfections that I think of it like, I don't know if I said this on that episode before or not, but like I think of it like, you know, like when you pencil a page and there's all this beautiful interpretation, there's all these different ways you can go with it, and it's got all this energy, and then you ink it and now it's only that thing forever. That's how I feel about it. Like bleeding ink on newsprint feels more like interpretive pencil work as opposed to something that is absolute, you know?
Yeah. So speaking of which, this is a good segue. When you print your own comic books through Kickstarter, how long of a process did you go through when you were on the printer's website with deciding the paper stock you want, the printing, glossy, not glossy? Did you enjoy that stuff? Are you?
No, I hate it.
Okay.
I don't like well, I've been doing it for a while now, so I kind of had a good idea of what kind of paper stock I kind of wanted, and they're cool enough to. Our printer's local, so I actually went over there once or twice and just looked at a bunch of books of paper stock. It's called Transcontinental. It's a big. They used to publish or print a ton of mainstream. Maybe they still do. I think they still do some graphic novels and things. But yeah, I looked at a bunch of books of paper stock and then cover stock, and then I think I made a decision way back then, and it kind of went with it and didn't change a lot after that. Some of the stuff we do, like Andy's doing a bunch of stuff digitally sometimes, depending on the print run, because like especially when you're doing like all these variant covers, like they charge you, well, here at least they charge us like I think $250 every time we have to change a cover plate, like to put a new cover on the same thing. If you're doing that digitally, it costs nothing. They just print it. But if you're doing it at offset, like they've got to change those plates every time. So like the more of those you do, the pricier it's going to be. So that's why if you're doing a small run or like a ton of covers, it might be better. Like you can get pretty good results digitally now, depending on what you're printing.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, that's a huge advantage that you can actually go to the printer.
Yeah,
though,
that's amazing.
And talk to real humans face to face.
Yeah, I did it when I was publishing The Abominable Charles Christopher, my webcomic, because there was so I like really went all out on the production of that thing. Like I had like a suede cover, and it's like a hard cover with like a suede wrapping and like a gatefold and all sorts of
wow, holy shit,
stupid business decisions, but like it turned out really beautifully. And I think it's partly because I was just very picky about what I wanted, and I was just over there kind of like holding people's hands through the process.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
So you've done 3 Kickstarters total for Death Transit. Is that right?
Yeah, 3 Death Transit Kickstarters. My first Kickstarter I did was the 3rd Abominable book. That was like I was getting my feet wet. Yeah. I gotta do the final one of those ultimately, like sometime in the next couple of years. But yeah, now so I don't know, it's a roller coaster. Like it when we started talking before the show, like it's I don't know, like the more these Kickstarters we do, the more I think I've dialed into what knowing what to expect. And like I'm just proven wrong every time. Like I just have like certain things you take for granted that just don't manifest the way that you thought. Like for whatever reason, it could be the time of year you're launching, could be like it could just be that like I know some people like refer to Kickstarter as like free market research, which it kind of is. Like if people, if people aren't interested in something, you'll find out pretty fast. So
right.
So it's like it could be that like sometimes people just aren't into it. Sometimes I think maybe like the comics market on Kickstarter can be kind of flooded with like a lot of noise. So
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will say though, like I think like you guys have probably found like you run one of these Kickstarters and you do your pre-launch thing, right? Like I think you guys are up to like 600 something, whatever, or is it 700? I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, like those people who are following you before launch are like key to the success of your
completely
campaign. Like almost everything good happens in that first couple days. And then after that, you do a bunch of like, you do whatever promotion you've planned or whatever you think you're capable of, like reaching out to people, going on podcasts, like journalism, such as it is. And then you hit a wall and you're like, I've done everything I can. I just don't know what the hell to like. At that point, you realize exactly what your audience is. Like, this is my audience, I guess. It's this number of people every time. And if I want to expand this, I have to start thinking outside the box. And I don't know how to do that. And Kickstarter as a platform, as opposed to, I haven't used a lot of the others like Indiegogo and BackerKit and different ones, but Kickstarter as a platform has proven itself to be just an amazing like return on investment in terms of like expanding that audience. it's not expanding it infinitely, but like so much. If you look at the stats of on the Kickstarter dashboard, which are fascinating.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like so much of that audience is coming from like Kickstarter marketing,
Yeah.
internal newsletters, like stuff that you would just never have otherwise. And
Yeah.
I'll praise Kickstarter up and down for that reason. Like I've never seen that kind of discoverability anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Karl, Jake Parker turned me on to something called Kick Track. Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've
Dude.
heard him talk about it. It's like more in depth.
Yeah,
tracking
while
stuff.
it's live while your campaign is going on, and it makes projections like by the hour on where you're going to end.
Yeah.
Like it says, here's what's possible. Here's where we're guessing you're going to land. And
did you track it for your campaign?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
was it accurate? Like, did you find it was?
Yeah. But what's great is, for me, the last 4 or 5 days of the campaign were the most exciting because I hit that wall you were talking about right before that last 4 days. I was like, I guess that's it. I hope not. And I kicked into heavy. I had like planned commercials I filmed, and I kicked into heavy gear, and the Kickstarter became alive again. So every day I was like, Kick Track is projecting this. I'm going to get it higher. And I did. And I think I did like 10K in the last 4 days.
That's
awesome.
it's they say that you can kind of expect, or like common wisdom is that you can expect about a third of what you did in the first day in that last 24-hour spike or 48-hour spike, because Kickstarter sends out, all those people that are following your project and not backing it, they're getting emails directly from Kickstarter saying, hey, there's 48 hours left, or hey, there's like 12 hours left, and a ton of movement comes from that outreach, because there's nothing you can do with those people. Like you can't access that crowd. All you see is a number of people who are not backing, who are potentially interested, but they comprise, I think, a lot of that last end of campaign spike.
Well, I had a few things planned from the jump. One was a stretch goal where everyone who signed up for a pre-launch for my Kickstarter got a PDF of my new sketchbook, and I was selling my new art book. And then I had a stretch goal plan that I didn't tell anyone what it was, but once I hit that stretch goal, I was going to give everyone a free printed version of that sketchbook. And so when I was getting close to the end, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to hit that. I just lowered it. And like, it was like 35K, and I lowered it to 30. And then we hit that. And then I was like, everyone's getting a free sketchbook. So then I could advertise that. And then numbers started jumping. And then after that, Jim and Mateo, like Jim was giving away a free PDF of preview of the Arachnid Enforcer. And Mateo is printing issue 0 of his creator-owned comic. So after that spike kind of started to quiet down, I announced everyone who bought a physical copy gets a free physical copy of Mateo's new book, and that jumped it up again. So all these kind of like built-in time bombs kind of work.
Yeah, those are good ones to have in your back pocket for sure. But that was your first one, Shawn?
Well, I had done one years ago. But I didn't do it. It was run through my art dealer Jason through Central Sequential.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, this was like my first like full-on one I did.
Another thing that like I find helpful is just reaching out to people who are running concurrent campaigns and trying to do a little bit of cross promotion.
Yeah.
And I actually spoke to Sam Cusack, the guy who's the comics outreach at Kickstarter. Very, very approachable, helpful guy.
Yeah, I've been talking to Sam the whole time.
Yeah. So one of the things I said to him was like, man, like it would be great to like there's all these big publishers now who are like bringing their shit to Kickstarter, and fine, like that's fair enough. But like it would be nice if like if it was like easier to coordinate cross promotion. Like they do nothing for like genuine independent guys because you can't.
Right.
They're not like you're not dealing with a human anymore. You're dealing with a company, and they don't play well with others. They don't like.
Right.
They don't even consider doing. Like I reached out to like Skybound was doing their Transformers stuff.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And
It's
Transformers
huge.
and G.I. Joe stuff. Huge campaigns, right? And that's fine. But like, and I'm like, I reached out to them as a guy who is like currently drawing Transformers and G.I. Joe shit for them.
Right.
And could not get the time of day to like just get a mention in an update. Like, hey, this guy
Really?
is also running a Kickstarter. And it's
wow.
because I think it's largely because like the guys that we deal with are not the guys running those things, or they have special agreements with like Hasbro or whoever who say like we don't want anything that's not Hasbro or brand related being promoted in these Kickstarters. So I was talking to Sam about that, saying like it's kind of a bummer that like there's all these eyeballs coming to Kickstarter for these gigantic nostalgia plays, but like we can't we can't take advantage of any of it because it's just so it's so corporatized.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean that's true. But what I do like is how the like all these little camps like Lethal and then what we're doing and people like Nick Pitara are doing, like we're all here to like lift each other up, and I think
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that works beautifully. Like there's
Yeah.
I've got no problem with it. I just wish we could access the kind of audiences that these other guys are dragging into the platform.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It would just be a really great way like to like deal with that discoverability
agree.
bottleneck, like
I agree, but also
because you're not
part of
getting it through comics journalism. Like
Right.
no one's gonna
Right,
talk
right.
about your Kickstarter or give a shit about it.
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Is there-
it's
is
lame,
there-
but that's
Is there comics
ahead, Joe.
journalism? I was just making
Sort
a
of.
joke.
Yeah.
yeah, Inkpulp Live, baby.
Right.
I do really love David Harper's site, Sketched, and Off Panel, the podcast he does.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, I mean, that was one advantage is us being friends, like with my buddy Chris Pierce does Comic Tropes.
Yeah,
And,
Chris and Dave.
His Monday show, like he has a big following there. He plugging the shit out of my Kickstarters, Dave, West Coast Avengers. So you basically Kickstarter teaches you or sort of forces you to just call in the favors of every single friend you've ever made in your life. Basically also to help hype things. So it, man, I was shameless with it. And the cool thing is most people said yes because they know what that means to be an independent creator and write and draw your own book, put out your own thing and launch a Kickstarter for it. I mean, I was hitting up people like Kevin Smith and shit who I haven't talked to in a while, just being like, hey dude, could you plug my thing on your social media? And he was like, yeah, of course. No problem.
Awesome.
And he did. So however you can get eyes, whatever you can do is basically what you do.
Yeah, totally.
It's like constant, like it's a lot of just trying to problem solve, all the time.
Yeah.
But I love it also, and I'm kind of obsessed over it.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by it, totally.
And it is nice that it has been over the last few years like a proven way to just do what I want and get it to people directly, and not be answerable to anybody.
So
Yeah,
did you
totally.
have an indie comics self-publishing background when you were a kid, like when you were coming up?
Not really. I appreciate it. I bought a lot of indie comics, but I wasn't really making, like Brendan and I would work on stuff for like months and months and years, and like, we kind of like taught ourselves story and like how to write decently while I was kind of learning to make comics. And so I guess we were doing it, like we were doing stuff that we were trying to kind of pitch to Image at the time. But then I kind of got embroiled in like just doing more mainstream stuff for several years.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So, like, did you just do the old school thing, man, and just wait in lines at conventions and show work?
I did, but like I was like 18 at the time, and it was like in that like comic book post image boom. So like I was getting work before I was really deserving of it. And
Okay, yeah,
so I was kind of learning on the job doing like the kind of like rinky dink things for like these startup publishers. And after that, I guess I'd learned, I kind of got enough experience under my belt that I got work with Marvel shortly after that, and then did a lot of mostly DC stuff from like I guess 99 or the early 2000s to still most of my mainstream stuff is DC.
right, right. But dude, were you waiting in the lines in like 94,
Chicago Comic Con,
95?
1992 Chicago Comic Con.
Okay.
Where the Image Comics had their first tent. Brendan and I were there getting stuff signed, and I was showing my first pages to like
Oh,
Eric
shit.
Larson and Jim Valentino and Todd in
Oh,
the
wow.
Image tent, and it was surreal. Like it was kind of amazing. Like all those
The
guys. were
Image
super cool.
tent.
Well, Image came, as I recall, 92 Chicago. It was the first time Image was going to a convention, and all the tables were like they had to get basically a tent outside the grounds or on the grounds,
Yes,
but outside.
yeah.
It was like in a big part outside these hotel doors or something like that, because to accommodate the crowds. And I was there on like the first night, and it was a mob. Like it was just a zoo for the whole weekend. It was super
Dude.
cool. And yeah, those are the first guys I think I showed pages to ever. Is those guys, and I was probably like 17 or 18 years old.
Wow. Okay. So the reason I asked was when I was waiting in the lines in like 93, 94, 95, all the editors were saying, hey, comics as an industry is probably going away. So good luck. Maybe do something else with your talent, because this probably isn't going to be around much longer. Like, did you have any of that?
No one said that to me explicitly, but I remember certainly feeling
Okay.
it. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember I was doing some work for Marvel, like at the time of the bankruptcy. Like I remember
Yes.
I drew
Oh.
like a story in like one of the Marvel annual reports. Do you remember ever seeing those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I did like something in one of those, and I think it was like I feel like it was 94. I think it was the year that they filed for Chapter 11. And so like I remember like I don't know, like I don't know about you guys, but like I was young enough and naive enough at the time to not be like worrying about like where my next paycheck was coming from. Like I was living with my parents, and it didn't seem like the end of the world to me. I just thought like,
Yeah.
okay, well I'll figure something out. Like it, there's still like other companies, and it didn't feel catastrophic as much as it probably should have.
See,
Yeah,
for me, go ahead, Jim.
Go ahead, Shawn. Oh shit.
I was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, I was just trying. I went to my first con trying to break in right after that. It was 1996, I think. And I was just told, hey, kid, this is all going away. You're wasting your time. But I didn't, there's something in me that was like, I don't think so. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. We felt the same way, man, because I was still in art school, and we were all poor anyway. So I had my self-published stuff I was doing, and then I also had my inking samples that I was doing over Mike Huddleston's work. So Huddleston and I would wait in line at the conventions as a team, trying to get hired as a penciler inker team. And then I was also giving out copies of my self-published stuff just to see who would respond. But we were so naive of like how business works that even the editors saying comics is going out of business, we're like, well, what does that have to do with us? Yeah. It's like, well, we're still gonna, if that is the case, I will still be self-publishing my own shit, and I'll just get a day job and still make my own shit. So either way.
I was in my head, I think I was like, X-Men aren't going anywhere. What are you talking about?
Right.
Like that's not just gonna disappear.
Right. Well, what's funny is those editors' jobs might have gone away.
Right. Right.
Whoever those editors were, but I just kind of, that's such a, it's just funny when people talk about the doom and gloom of comics and book sales. I'm like, guys, I've been hearing this shit since I was 18 years old. Come on.
Right.
It's funny to hear you talk about this stuff this way, Jim, because like I always associated you with indie stuff. Like I never would have even thought that shit was on your radar. I just figured you were off doing your thing and nothing would stop you. Like that was just the impression I had of your work.
Oh yeah,
forever.
Yeah, that's cool. I no, it's weird, man. When I was in high school, my highest aspiration was I really just wanted to ink comic books and I wanted to be the next Klaus Janson. So I was buying books at the time based off who was even inking them. Like if Art to Bear inked a comic book, I bought it. If Klaus inked a book, I bought it. So I was inking for a local St. Louis publisher in high school. Then when I got to art school, Huddleston was a couple years ahead of me, and he started handing me stuff to ink, and he was self-publishing a comic book called Wireless. And we became a team, and we even got hired. We got a couple of gigs. In 95, we did a Legion of Superheroes story for DC in Showcase 95, the comic book. So we were trying, and then it just got to the point where I was like, okay, no one's going to hire us to do a monthly book together. So I got to figure out my own shit. And then I just really went in the direction of writing, drawing, and doing my own stuff. So it all worked out. But yeah, I had this idea of I want to do the fanboy dream of like working on a monthly title for Marvel or DC, even if it's as an inker.
Yeah. So, you know, what's crazy is sometimes I still have that. I'm still like, I'll have this moment where I'll be driving around or listening to a podcast about comics or something and thinking, you know, I could do a monthly book. I could still maybe do a monthly book. That would be kind of
cool. I get that pang sometimes too.
Yeah, and then I'm like, what the fuck? No, you can't.
Right.
There's no
talking
way.
About.
There's no way.
Yeah. Like it's kind of, it just feels like a young man's game, you know. Like I just feel like I don't have the energy.
Unless you're Mateo. If you're Mateo, it's different.
Yeah. He's got the secret formula though. That's the rarest formula of storytelling, drawing skill, and timing. And able to produce at the drop of a hat the most high quality work you can get. Like that, dude. That's very rare.
Discipline. That's like obviously he's like intuitively talented and amazing, but like how much of it is just like a discipline, you know? Like
it is
a discipline that I have never had.
Yeah, that's how he treated it. That's how he always treated it.
Like you look at, well, Eric's like that. I feel, you know, like he can just bang shit out on a, like he just feels like a disciplined guy. Like Otley obviously is a super disciplined guy. Like I just don't.
Right.
It's hard to. I find it hard. Like for me, it's like pulling teeth. I don't know if it's like ADHD or what, but like I really need to kind of be in a certain headspace to produce anything at all. And that does not lend itself to you know, like monthly deadlines.
Right. Yeah, man, because my current schedule of doing, if I do one of these creator-owned books a year through Kickstarter, they're 48 pages. And with doing the book, writing, drawing it, coloring it, planning the Kickstarter, running the Kickstarter, and then doing freelance illustration work and covers, that's my year. Like that's all. I'm really only able to do 48 pages of interiors a year, basically, on this current schedule. But I mean, I'm okay with that, but I would like to produce more, but
you're also writing it too.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
I really dig your hand lettering, by the way. I was looking at like while you were showing those Arachnid Enforcer pages, like
thanks, man.
More of that.
Thank you.
More wild hand lettering.
Dope.
Yeah, I didn't hand letter the entire issue because the last time I did, I wrote, penciled, inked, colored, and hand lettered my last Girl Scouts 6-issue series, and literally destroyed my entire body from doing that.
Mm.
Shawn was witness to this. He was in Portland when I was living there, helping me pack up my house because I was moving. But while Shawn was visiting, I was going and getting like MRIs and CT scans because I thought that I had permanently broken like vertebrae in my neck.
Oh my God.
And because I was getting the crazy electricity and tingles down my
Oh
body.
yeah.
And
did you read Ginseng Roots? Craig
Yes.
Thompson's new book.
Yeah.
So the whole thing's about that. Like him just trying to fix his messed up nerves from that he's ruined from a lifetime of trying.
And so when I was visiting Jim, we were also visiting Craig, and he was going through that stuff.
Yeah.
I remember that trip. Yeah, there was a lot of shit going on.
I got lucky though, man, because I figured out through I mean, I had to go into physical therapy, but I had a physical therapist that just showed me all these different stretches and exercises and weight resistance to just build my shoulder and neck muscles. So it's preventative. It's all preventative. And it's worked, but at the same time, it's made me very aware of how much time I spend at the drawing table each day and how much physical abuse you're actually doing. And it's so nerdy because it's just drawing. We're just talking about drawing.
No, for me, it's all like neck, shoulder stuff. And it's, I don't know how to, it's not crippling yet, but I don't know what I should probably see a physiotherapist about it to get on top of that.
Yeah, it definitely helped me, man, because I was freaked out about, well, what's the future of this? Like, am I just not going to be drawing, or like, how does this work? You know, but there was a solution.
Yeah, it's a real old man episode.
My God, I know.
bunch of old guys complaining about.
Do your stretches, kids.
Yeah, seriously, do your stretches.
And drink your 2% milk every day for strong bones.
You know, another thing I keep thinking about now, like, because I'm, I've got, my head is so kind of by necessity in this sort of business end of this now, and not like direct market business stuff or like real world publishing, but like just like, like one thing I keep thinking about is like, oh, like some guys just have like an overview of their careers that I never had, you know, like some people make decisions or smart enough or savvy enough for business.
Yeah, I never had that.
No, I was always just like, just so cool. I'm doing this. Like, you know, someone offers you something and you're like, oh, would that be fun or cool? Okay, let's do it, without any thought as to like who am I following? Like, what is this really the best fit for me? Like, where is this going to position me? Like, none of that shit ever.
Yeah, it was talking to Scotty for me where I was like, oh wait, that's a thing to think that way. Like,
yeah,
I didn't even realize that.
Oh yeah, Scotty.
I remember once even like I was talking to who was it? Oh, it was Jen Bartel I was talking to at one of in Portland, actually. The first time I met her, we were just shooting the shit after, like in the evening, having a drink, and she was like, and she kept talking about her business, like in terms of like her comics and stuff. She kept saying, oh, well, for my business I do this, or for my business I do that, and I kept thinking like, what is she talking? Like, what business? And I realized, oh yes, I guess this is a business. I guess I should probably think of this as a business and not just like a thing I'm doing today when I wake up. Which is how
that took me a while to Jim is a big part of me learning that too.
Yeah, like you as a freelancer is a business. Like that's
right.
So yeah, I mean I like even when I'm at conventions now, I have approached a convention like I'm actually a publisher more so than an artist, because I'm there to talk to people and promote my shit and sell people on what I'm doing, you know. And you know, obviously, I've got my books there, my prints. I'm doing my thing, but it's also like your communication with each person matters.
Mhm.
You know, like because comics is a small niche thing, so everyone involved in this, it's kind of like what you said earlier, Karl, about Kickstarter and who your supporters are on Kickstarter. Like everyone matters. You know, so everyone who's going to plunk down their hard-earned money for your Kickstarter or whatever product you're making with your art, everyone matters for you to interact with.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
It's just finding that time to do all that, you know. That's kind of the challenge.
Has anyone looked at the comments recently? I've been really bad about that.
Oh, I've been had my head down.
I've been letting you guys flow, but there's definitely some questions to read out. Eric asked one earlier on the show about Death Transit. He said, Karl, what are your theories about pacing, especially because the DTT was such a medium, but lots of information and action was happening?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm trying to like I used to be very slow in my pacing, like deliberately and willfully slow. Um just based on like a lot of the kind of stories I like to like watch or read. And then when I started writing my own comics, I found that I just found like I needed to like partly I felt like I needed to respect the reader's time more. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and their dollars. Like I felt like it's not that I want to. It's not that I'm cramming like extra words onto a page, but I feel like I really want to compress a story in a single issue of a comic book to the point where at least you're getting a story and not like a little teaser of a story, because like Isola that we did at Image was very decompressed, and I love that about it, but like I also sometimes feel guilty, and you know that people are spending $5 or $6, whatever it is, on an issue of something that and not getting enough actual story out of it. And so when I Death Transit specifically, actually, I started being hyper conscious of this when I was writing and drawing those the Batman stories, like the Batman Black and White story I did, and another like 3-issue Brave and the Bold thing that I wrote and drew. I really just wanted to fit as much story in there as I could without choking it. And
Sure.
and Death Transit is sort of a product of that. Like it's like I try to I still want it to breathe, because like my favorite stuff in storytelling is still like reactions and moments between characters and silent beats, but I also need to not be as precious about that and move the story forward. And so I'm thinking about that all the time when I'm composing pages.
Right. Dude, I'm so jealous you got to do one of those Batman Black and White. That's the shit.
Oh man, yeah, it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I
It's
bet.
nerve-wracking. Just feels like a lot to live up to. There's so much good stuff in those issues.
I'm just remembering, I'm an idiot, but I did do one, but it was in the year like 2001 when I had a completely different drawing style, and Brian Azzarello wrote it. It was a cool gangster kind of story.
Okay, yeah.
But the only reason I got the gig was Bob Schreck was still the editor on Batman at the time. And we're old pals, but it's something that's just, embarrassing to look at this point.
Was that book a Chiarello project? Do you know?
The original series was the original limited series, but after that, it just was in the back of the Batman books, and Shrek was in charge of that.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Bob started like stockpiling stories for, and they would run in the back of. Mine was in the back of Batman Gotham Knights, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it But yeah, I would love to redo that. You know,
It was fun, but it was like, well, the other thing, like getting back to like the compression of story, is like that was an 8-page story, and like the challenge is like how do you tell a satisfying story in 8 pages? And the answer is you go and read a bunch of Mignola. and you figure out what the hell to do, because
there you
like
go. There you
yeah,
go.
because nobody can tell a short story like that guy. Like there's like a master class. Every Hellboy episode is like a master class in how to tell a short, satisfying story that is like a one and done, but also kind of moves the character forward a little bit. So
oh yeah, man, dude, that's funny. Like the answer to a lot of questions in comics could just be, well, you just go read a bunch of Mignola.
Yeah.
Like that works in many situations with problem solving within any aspect of comic books. Like, check out Mike and see what he's doing.
Totally.
Dude, speaking of Mike and like horror stuff, how big of a horror fan are you? Is that your kind of go-to?
Not as much as like I like supernatural horror. Like
Okay.
I like a lot of like the weird thing is like I don't watch a ton of horror. Like I'll watch some and I really enjoy it, but like it's like certain types of stuff that I really like. And horror seems to find its way into everything I write for myself. Well, Gotham Academy is a horror book in my mind.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
So like I really dig it. I just like creepy ghosty shit.
Yes.
Not so much gore. Like I'm not so into gory stuff. But yeah.
Was the
Trying to think of
Gotham
good
book,
examples.
was that written with Becky Cloonan?
Yeah, Becky
Okay. Yeah.
Becky and Brendan and I worked on like kind of conceptualized that book and basically co-wrote it. Like Becky and Brendan like officially wrote it. I was there, kind of like giving feedback and offering ideas and stuff all the time.
Nice.
So it was like a really special project because it was
Dude,
like yeah, go on, Shawn.
That was just such a special like time because that's when you and I met. I was doing Arkham Manor, launching that at the same time you were launching Gotham Academy, and at the same time they were launching the new Batgirl series.
Yeah.
And we all connected on that. Like that was an awesome thing. I remember like we would all send our thumbnails around. I remember seeing your thumbnails and your pages in progress.
Yeah, that was fun. It was like
that was a lot of fun.
I think it worked as well as it did because Mark Doyle pretty much just left us all alone to do our thing. Like when we went to a DC retreat or some kind of I don't know if you were there, Shawn. There was like
I wasn't.
It was when they moved offices. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
like when they
I remember
moved
this.
To Burbank. Yeah, and I remember like talking to people like I think I don't remember which editor it was, but I remember talking to an editor there. Might have been Bob Harris because he was maybe editor-in-chief at the time, and saying like, well, I don't know what you guys are doing over there, but I guess keep going. And it just sort of drove home the fact that like, oh, they really we are really just like doing what we want over here. Like no one like we would have conversations with Mark about story and stuff like that, but I don't think he ever asked us to change anything. We were really just like doing what we wanted and sending stuff in, and it's why it feels as vital and loved as it is because we cared about it. It was
exactly. And for Jerry and I, like Arkham Manor was just an episode of Batman the Animated Series. Like we got to play with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
we like nobody got in our way until we got to the end and we were like, this is going to keep going. And that's when DC was like, actually, no.
They had always seen it as a miniseries or what?
Well, no, we were going to keep it moving forward. And that was always the plan. But Scott and Greg did this storyline that started, I forget what it was about, but it completely derailed what we were building towards, and
Mhm.
they weren't going to change what Scott and Greg were doing, so we were just screwed.
Yeah. We just got renumbered. Like they kind of relaunched. They wanted new number ones or whatever, so they kind of relaunched it with like calling it second semester and stuff. And now we're doing another one. I should pimp that too. Like there's another
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Talk to us about
Okay.
that. I saw that. So you're
Nice.
not drawing it, Karl?
I'm
are
not
you?
drawing it. I'm just doing covers for it, and I'm like,
Nice.
I did story with Brendan and Becky, and Brendan is actually writing the whole thing.
I thought your book was going to be the breakout success. It was like, to me, it was like you're tapping into the Harry Potter audience with Gotham stuff. Like, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, that was all Becky.
Yeah.
That was her whole pitch.
Yeah, it was so good. I remember Becky gave me those posters like you guys had, like the promo posters, and my kids had them hanging up in their rooms, and my daughter loved Gotham Academy.
Yeah, we also loved it. We're I don't know, like there was a fan base, and there still is, and I actually tried to keep it alive by doing stuff with those characters in the Batman stories I was doing. But anyway, yeah, so I reached out, and I kind of just like suggested like, hey, maybe it's time we followed this up, and it was a slow process, but they were totally game to do it. So we're doing another series. It's drawn by Marco Ferrari, who I love.
Nice.
Such a
sweet.
sweetheart. Yeah, he just like came up. I met him at Heroes. He just came up as a fan, and he was showing me his work. And then I guess he had also shown Becky, and then Becky and I both kind of independently that night, kind of when we saw each other, said, "Hey, I think we found a guy who could draw Gotham Academy." And then so
Nice.
it took a few years, but it happened. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, synchronicity. That's good.
Yeah, it worked out. It was like nice when stuff works out that way.
So you're
But
doing,
yeah, it's
you're doing a lot then, man, between like making your own stuff and
it feels like a lot. Like I don't have a lot to show for it. Like I have a lot of like I do a lot of variant covers. like so many that I don't even remember what I've done, or I don't know when they're coming out. They're kind of fun to do because you sort of get that sort of mainstream thing out of your system. Like I did a New Gods cover. That was a fun thing because I love
that's the shit.
Evan Cagle. I love those guys, and I just love New Gods, so I did a thing for that. I did a Batman cover for the Absolute thing, which is fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I did one of those too. That was fun.
DC, call me. DC, hit me up.
Didn't you just? Well, you just.
Well, I did my own Absolute Batman book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I could have sworn I saw one.
Savage Street Vigilante. But no, I've been doing. I like doing variants as well, and it keeps your work on the shelf at the comic shop, which I think is good. Yeah, it's like it's good to have new shit come out, even if it's not a full length book.
Yeah. Like I did some Turtle stuff. I did a bunch of Transformers and G.I. Joe ones. They're fun to do.
That's cool, man. That's all the complicated shit to draw, the Transformers and do you like that kind of stuff? The vehicles? Well, you're
no, I hate drawing vehicles.
Okay.
I mean, it's one thing if you're making up spaceships and drawing like fun mech suits and things like that. It's another thing to like draw like Jeeps and shit. Like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's a very specific type of thing to draw. Like a G.I. Joe artist has to be a specific type of artist. That's no joke.
Shawn.
Yes.
Where are your comics? I keep waiting for you to make a comic.
Yeah, honestly, that's what everything I'm doing is trying to get me there. Like I said from the beginning, I just wanted to do my own books, but I got so derailed in the freelance world trying to survive with like kids and like scraping by. And then it just kind of dried up, and I was left like sitting there like, what happened? What have I done? So I made a 5-year plan to get to the point where I could do my own books, and that's part of what tattooing is affording me. So now that my Kickstarter is over, once it's fulfilled, I'm starting on my book, and that's what the next Kickstarter will be.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Because you seem like busier than ever. Like you're.
I am, but it's like I had to. Yeah, I am busier than ever, but it's all stuff I have to build so that they perform, so I can buy myself some time back to do my own thing.
The 5-year plan. It's a good.
Yeah,
good to have.
It was a 5-year plan. I mean, these shows are a lot of work.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like it's so much, like not just making them, but like posting stuff everywhere, like all the social media involved in it.
It's a lot.
Yeah. This is taking over our lives. This is taking over like Shawn's family hasn't seen him in like 3 weeks. He's just living at the studio, and I heard you were like living at the YMCA or something. Or...
You're like a mangaka. You just live in your little apartment. And someone brings you food.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, that reminds me. West Coast Dave just had our homie Felipe Smith on.
I love Felipe.
His direct edition show, just like this week, part 2 came out, and
oh, nice.
Felipe is one of the few Westerners who actually went and lived in Japan and worked on real manga for them. Mm-hmm. And that's a whole crazy lifestyle, dude, to be producing actual manga in Japan. I mean, their schedule makes our lives look like a fucking cakewalk. Like, that's like, crazy.
It's just downright unhealthy. Like,
yeah. Well, dude, I mean, people die. Like, people just, homeboy who did Berserk passed away recently, like way too young. Kim Jong-ji passed away. And I don't have the exact facts, but I just heard it was from exhaustion. Like he just
I'd imagine so. You can't just draw
the amount of traveling he was doing.
That was it. The nonstop traveling, touring.
Plus, like also like dealing with time zone changes like that on a regular basis can really fuck up your rhythms, your entire circadian rhythm. Like it's hard. It's hard on the body.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to see him draw at in Tokyo. We went to a thing there.
Oh, dope.
And he showed up.
Dude, we got to have like a private dinner with him in Italy, and he gave us all a free book that he drew in, and he asked, "Did you want like a sexy thing or something safe?" And I think all of us were like, "Give us the sexy thing."
Yeah.
Like the raunchy sexy thing.
Yeah.
Shawn, what show was that you guys were at?
It was called Nerd Show. It's the show in Bologna. Let me grab the book. I'll show you.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Holy shit.
By the way, Karl, that piece turned out beautiful. Just seeing the final piece there. That's
so thanks. I'm wrapped. I'm wrapped. I'm just watching you guys draw now.
That looks beautiful, man. Did you just rock that in the whole show? Did you just do the whole piece?
I penciled it roughly beforehand just so I'd have something.
Okay.
I finished mine too.
Oh, wicked.
I'm gonna add some white to it. But this is what Kim Jong-ji gave me, and then he drew that in it.
Wow, man.
That's insane.
Dude, straight to brush.
Yeah.
Straight to motherfucking brush.
Holy shit.
Yeah. This book is insane.
Yeah, he's on some other level. I don't know.
Yeah, he was too good, man. Just a whole other way of seeing things, the whole other way of drawing and making art. Just
dude, I'm sorry to derail this, but I just found a book. Did you guys ever follow a European artist named Bodart?
No. Can I see?
All right, this.
Let me see
this
it up.
stuff is
Oh.
mind-blowing,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
dude.
Speaking of sexy.
Yeah, but look at this stuff. Look at these Hellboys.
Nice.
Like, this shit is crazy, man.
Hmm.
Just lovely cartooning. Look at all this cool ass cartooning.
Wow.
And those are his thumbnails.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I forgot I had this. That's beautiful.
Are you just discovering shit in your studio?
Yeah.
I've done that before where I'll have like a stack of things that have stacked up over a couple months. And I'll find something at the bottom of the stack and just be like, oh shit, look at that book.
Well, I pulled out the Kim Jong-ji book and then that fell out. It was like, it's a thin little magazine size book in between all these giant hardcovers, so I couldn't see it and just forgot it was back there. I have so many books. So many.
I've been well, because I've been going to the comic store so much. I've been it's just been, I don't know, are you guys buying anything?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm buying like a bunch of self-published Kickstarter stuff. Like that's really where, and I'm enjoying reading them. Like that stuff like is really inspiring right now.
I just got this from James Harvey because I missed the image release. Have you read this? Have you read Masterplasty?
No.
Do you know James Harvey's work? There's a quote.
Wait,
in here
hold that up
because,
again, Karl. Hold that up again. No, I don't know that at all.
There's one of my quotes in here because he reached out because Cameron had told him that I was a big fan because like he published this online for free it was while we were promoting Gotham Academy, I think, and I saw it and I like fucking jaw dropped and I told him I immediately felt irrelevant and old. It's the coolest shit. He's just got an amazing voice. It's like it's almost like Hewlett-esque, but with its own. It's almost like if Hewlett crossed with like Adrian Tomine or Klaus, like it's.
I'm definitely interested in that. That's
and
awesome.
And the layouts are
amazing.
fucking bonkers. I'll show you some.
Can you show some interiors if you don't mind?
Here, so any colors.
Karl, is that a Generation 1 iMac back there?
That's the very first G3 iMac from
Holy shit.
1997. The Bondi blue iMac.
That's amazing.
It's beautiful.
I like old Apple stuff. I picked that up used from a guy like I have an old Macintosh SE here, and like the lampshade iMac.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My god.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so here's some of the interior of this book. His
Wow.
colors are great. His design sense is amazing.
Oh, that's
crazy,
awesome, man.
And this is the 10th anniversary reprint of it. Like when he printed this through Image, and it was like a gigantic book, like a huge coffee table size book. And I don't have that one, so I just he was selling these online on his site, and I just picked this up. He also did an awesome story called Luigi Mode, which I also bought. But I think
that's gorgeous stuff, man. Wow,
beautiful.
James Harvey.
I'm gonna need to score that. That's awesome.
Yeah, is that hard to find?
No, you can buy it right off his site.
Oh,
it's got a ship from the UK, but it's worth it.
Oh, I don't care. All right, Jamie, can I get the camera real quick? I'm doing the stamps again, and I know you all want to see this stuff. So again, I'm using Jarrett Hartnell's repeater stamp on this one.
What is this? I've never seen this.
It's like a halftone.
Oh, neat.
But in a stamp form.
Oh.
It's nice because it's pretty organic. It's not like so perfect like a halftone, which is fun.
Yeah. Get the old ink pad out.
Yeah, it's dope. And you can layer it to darken it and build it.
Nice, man.
Yeah. Pretty wild. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, there you go. So up close, you guys can see the halftone dots.
With your
Sweet.
permission, I'm gonna publish all this stuff as like covers or pinups in the.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I mean, you're welcome to, Karl, but I feel like this is like a crappy drawing I did on a live
What are you
stream.
talking about? No, it looks great.
Thank
Your
you.
brushwork is
Thank you.
always it's mesmerizing to watch you sling the brush. I'm so impatient with
Oh,
inks.
dude,
I like
it's so calming
got
to
to use
me.
pens. I'm just like I just want it to be over.
Sean,
That's my attitude toward drawing. I just want it to be over.
Corin Kaiser Stone was asking, where did you get the stamps?
All right, so this is at repeaterstamps.com, I think is the address. But if you go to Instagram, Jarrett started a Repeater Stamps Instagram, and the website link is on there. But I'm pretty sure it's repeaterstamps.com.
Corin Kaiser Stone is awesome too, by the way.
Dude, he's amazing.
I've seen your stuff all over online.
Yeah, Corin's
so good.
amazing.
Real quick, Karl, have you seen The Death of Power?
I saw you post some of it, but I didn't know what it was, and it looked really cool.
So I just got issue 7. This was a Kickstarter. I've been supporting. This is one of my favorite indie comics right now. It's by Kirk Burdick, and it's the first issue. He just kind of did his own X-rated version of Superman versus Doomsday, and it went so well. He expanded on the story. So he's on issue 7 now, and he's created his own DC like parody universe.
Oh my
but dude,
god!
Look
Yeah,
at
awesome.
look at how good this shit is. He's writing, drawing, coloring, doing everything. Each issue is just 20 pages, but it's printed on this really heavy, thick, beautiful paper stock. So the books are oversized, and they're almost like it's almost like a comic art magazine.
Yeah, you kind of want to like bust those out as prints and just put them up on your wall.
They basically, each page is almost like a print, but dude, look at this shit with Wonder Woman. Really, really, really dope, creative, crazy ass shit. I love Kirk stuff.
Yeah.
So I just got this in the mail. But yeah, man, I've been going down the wormholes lately of like create our own stuff on Kickstarter, and I'll still hit the shop once every 2 weeks to see new stuff that's coming out. And
I just picked this up. I haven't even opened it. It's but it's entirely illustrated by Jay Lee.
I have that too. I just got that.
And I couldn't find issue 1, so I haven't even opened this yet. But like, it's a Jay Lee comic.
It's new Jay Lee. It's great, and Jerry Duggan's one of the writers on it.
Yeah, yeah. Also picked up Ludo's new book. Did you see that? Ludo
I need to get that.
Yeah.
I want to get that. Yeah,
he's doing these. He's great.
Ghost Pepper. And man, our boy Paul Azaceta and Rick Remender's The Seasons book at Image is so damn good. That's one of my favorite comics right now. Like Paul, to me, is he's like a masterclass in storytelling. I love.
Yeah, Paul's amazing. Paul is amazing.
It's really good. The story's great. That's one of my favorites. And Absolute Martian Manhunter has also become one of my favorite things.
I picked up the first issue of that.
Have you read any more? You just have issue 1?
No.
Oh shit, dude! It gets.
I haven't even read issue 1. It's just in the stack of stuff.
It gets weirder and better with each issue to the point where I'm like, it's like an indie comic book that DC is publishing. It's very surprising that they're even making it. Oh, Corin, you're welcome, dude. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Did we have other comments? I saw Andy earlier talking shit about how he's younger than Karl. Something.
Yeah, he's a few years younger than me.
Yeah.
Zoe got the Masterplasty also. Different cover.
Yeah.
He did different color covers. I think he's doing t-shirts now too.
Oh shit! And Lauren Marshall chimed in earlier. She
joined in.
Karl, that is clean and beautiful, and Shawn, her face is just gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, Lauren.
So, Lauren, thank you again for the incredible Arachnid Enforcer pinup. We showed it earlier. If you didn't catch the beginning of the show, but you're awesome. We appreciate you.
I also wanted to shout out this comment from Tristan. Just said, great tribute to Dan. Thank you so much.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, most definitely. Shawn, it's almost that time.
Yeah, it's that time, man. Yeah, we did it. We did it.
I gotta finish packing and fly to Tucson tomorrow. So, and Shawn, you have to pack, drive down the street.
Con. Yeah, I have the suitcase behind me waiting to be filled.
Yeah, dude, Karl, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Yeah, Karl, this was awesome, man.
Oh,
thank
my pleasure again. I hope we didn't get too nerdy.
No, that's
I hope we did.
For.
The hell with it. I hope we got super
man.
nerdy.
Yeah, that's why.
Come back. We'll talk more Kirby. Can you plug your everything for us, man? Social.
Yeah, Lethal Comics, lethalcomics.com. We're running Kickstarters all the time for cool shit. Andy does a book called Mother Trucker. I'm doing Death Transit Tanager, which is what we've all been drawing tonight. Wes Craig just did Thunderhead. We published an anthology book for the Psycho Gorman movie, which is super cool that we all did little bits of. And then like a ton more stuff on the way. We're like Andy and I are writing new stuff now. I'm doing Death Transit 4 very soon. We'll probably have some collections next year. We're just
nice.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep our heads together, like to run this thing while we also produce comics. So.
Yeah, you guys are doing it, man. And also, guys, check out Lethal Comics is the channel on YouTube. I
forgot to talk about that. The Lethal Comics YouTube show.
Definitely,
please go watch it. It's basically like this, except just me and Andy talking nerd about.
They do. Comics. You guys do really nice deep dives on comic books.
Yeah,
I love it.
But dude, it's also what I love is like it's pure comic book porn where you guys are just going through the actual comics, and that's what we want to see. We want to see that art on the newsprint, and you going through stacks of McFarlane comics and stuff. It's great.
Yep,
it's awesome.
There's more where that came. Probably more.
I want to encourage everyone to get Death Transit. It is one of my favorite books out there right now. I really enjoy that book, Karl.
I appreciate that. I'm glad. Like any kind of when you're writing your own stuff, getting any kind of feedback is really great because you genuinely have no idea what you're doing.
I love the world building. I love all of it. Also, Jim, I think we got to get up to Montreal to kind of see their operations, sit down and chat business with Andy and Karl. Because
I would love that.
Also, a dual tandem YouTube show.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say bring that together, but I think we could learn a lot from each other that would help each other because we're all kind of in the woods, like chopping down trees, finding our way, doing all this stuff. So I think we could share some stuff. So
I would love that, man.
Me too.
Me too. I haven't been to Canada in a minute. I would love to revisit.
I've never been to Montreal. I would love to go.
I want to do a show though while I'm out there too, like to do it.
I want to do that summer show. I emailed that guy. Andy gave me his email address. I haven't never heard back.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Okay,
I would love to come up.
We'll work on that.
We'll figure it out.
Cool.
Awesome.
Let's try to get up there next summer. That'd be dope.
Jazzy Jamie Wood, thank you for everything, for joining us. Karl, thanks again, buddy. Guys, we are out of here. Tucson and Dragon Con Atlanta. Come see Shawn and I if you're in those respective cities.
Yes. Come see us. Come see
us.
Us.
Good night.
Later, guys.